Assalamualaikum and good morning, student. Today we will go into purging, where purging falls under recycle section. Okay, when we have recycle, sometimes we still need will need purging. Why? Because sometimes we have in our system unwanted compound that we do not want to recycle it, but actually we want to remove it from the process, because this unwanted compound will, if we do not purge it out from our process, it will accumulate in our process and cause severe effect on the total of the process. Okay, so the purpose of purging is to prevent build-up of unwanted substance in the process. That is what we need to know. So we purge to remove the unwanted substance, to prevent it from becoming accumulated and causing difficulty in achieving a steady state process. Okay, so I think the concept of purging is better explained using figure 4.7-2 in your textbook. So from your textbook, they give you a figure of a production process of ethylene oxide. To produce ethylene oxide, it requires the oxidation of ethylene. Okay, so we look here. The process have fresh feed and then reactor feed, where reactor feed is made of recycled stream mixed with fresh feed, then becomes reactor feed. And as this reactor feed goes into reactor, and it produces product, or sometimes it's called effluent, and this effluent is sent into absorber. The purpose of the absorber is to separate your product ethylene oxide from the other compound. So solvent comes into the process, extract your ethylene oxide, and then it goes out with one product line with ethylene oxide only with the solvent, and then the other line coming out from the absorber is the remaining compound that comes remaining compound from the product line just now. Okay, and then in regular process without purging, we would like to recycle back our ethylene and also oxygen, because these are the two reactants that we need for ethylene oxide. So now imagine we do not have purging right yet. So we recycle this back into the to the beginning of the process. So this recycle will mix with fresh feed, becomes reactor feed. So the process goes again and again like that. But remember, in this line, in this process, we have nitrogen, because our fresh feed comes together with nitrogen, but this nitrogen is actually inert. It does not involve in the process. This nitrogen will go into the process and it will keep on recycling in the process, without any means of going out. So when it is an unwanted compound, as the time increases, it will cause accumulation of nitrogen in this process. Therefore, we will not be good for the whole process. We need to purge out nitrogen. So this nitrogen, okay? So in order to purge out nitrogen, we have to add in a purge line here. The purpose of this purge line is to remove the unwanted substance of the process. Okay, so you have absorber, you have two outlets just now from absorber. One is product, one is the one that goes to recycle initially. But from this product line, you split into two. So you will have one recycle, the main stream, that recycle stream, and another one is the purge stream. The purpose is the purge stream is to remove nitrogen. But yeah, we cannot split only nitrogen, but we have also to take out some parts of ethylene and also oxygen together with it, because it comes initially in the combination of ethylene oxide, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, so from this product, split into two lines. One become recycle, one become of purge. When we make this when we split this outlet into two streams, recycle and also purge, we have to remember that the composition of this stream, and this stream is equal. The composition of this stream, and this stream is equal. The composition will remain the same. However, the value may not be the same, but the composition always the same. This is 50. You see, your ethylene is 50. When you split it, one becomes 10, one becomes 40. But total up, 40 plus 10 becomes 50. 25. Some parts become in the purging line. 5 plus 20 becomes again 25 from the parent line. Okay, and solvent, for nitrogen, 113, 113 more of nitrogen goes out, and 452 goes into the recycle. Okay, but if we total up these two, it becomes 565. This number, the number that we want to purge out, the unwanted compound that we want to purge out must be equal to the number of the unwanted compound that goes into the fresh feed. So that means we have a continuous same flow rate going out. So that's the concept that we need to understand. So when we have a purge line, that means purge, recycle, and also the parent line of the product here must have the same composition, and the amount of purge that goes out must be equal to the amount of the unwanted compound goes into the process. So this is how we do purging in the system with recycle stream. So remember, the process of purging is to prevent build-up of unwanted substance in the process. Okay, you can do by yourself. Example 4.7-3 to understand better the concept of purging. Thank you.